who he started creating content years ago because he applied to college, or he applied to college. He applied to jobs after college and got denied by like 250 companies. And he was in the media space.
Okay.
So he just started doing what he would be doing in those jobs for himself. And through that, he got to be like a producer for a podcast and built a little bit of a platform, so on and so forth. Fast forward to now, he's got a couple platforms with a pretty big audience. And so he's been trying to get me to post for quite a while now, a couple of years, because I do all these kind of crazy things. And he's like, dude, like, you could. Now, the goal isn't exactly to make money. Like, obviously, if that happens, that's awesome. But he's always saying, your life could totally change if you just document these things that you're doing. Um, so I kept kind of pushing him off for a while. And then I had a couple more friends start doing it and ran into a couple people. So I don't know if you've heard of Running Man, but Jesse Itzler has like a fitness wellness event. And so I went there, I met Michael Smoke, and he was saying the same thing. And then another one of my buddies started doing it, popped off. And so then I was like, all right, I hear you. I'm gonna do it. So that's the backstory of why I started posting. I did the Higher Up Wellness Public Speaking Challenge starting about this time last year. Did it for 100 days, not consecutively, but whatever. Built the consistency of posting, and then finished it. Didn't really know what else to do, so kind of went stagnant. Then um, that's when my buddy got back on me again, and I started posting these videos that are on the screen, like the ones all the way to the left. Like, they're kind of recaps on people that I look up to and strive to be like, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just kind of like Sports Center type things where you're just like, hey, this is a crazy person, this is their story. Um, and the idea behind that was, I don't know how to produce content around the things that I do yet, but I do know how to tell a story about people who have an audience comprised of the same people that I would like to appeal to. Um, and so that would be, your Jimmy Chins, Laird Hamilton, and just all the outdoor events and things like that. So I started doing that, I would say in March.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, I think I had between 50 and 150 followers, and then grew to that now. Um, but I feel like I've gotten kind of stagnant. Like, I don't know if it's how I'm presenting or how I'm talking, but I feel like there's been a lack of engagement um, in that sphere. So that's one side, and then I'd also like to get better at documenting my story and the things that I do. So ultra marathons, split boarding,
Mm.
anything in the outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
So those are kind of the two main things. And then like a side thing that I'm interested in is just like health, wellness, and then like the whole idea of like your mindset, your growth mindset, and stuff like that.
Okay, so let
So that
me
was
let me hold on one second. Let me share my screen here. I'm writing a document for you.
okay.
So
Yeah, that was the question. Should I be taking notes or
no, totally totally flexible call. I'll take notes on your behalf because I want to fully understand this. Basically, the core component is similar to what you said over DM. I think that was a good summary. Is that you are basically I'm documenting people's lives and want to document my own, right? That's basically
yeah.
the core driver here. But the one thing that I'd like to understand a little bit more is when you say you can see my screen, okay?
Yep.
Okay, fantastic. Um, and let me check the chat real quick. Chat, you guys can see this, okay? Jeremy, my question for you is um, when you say the engagement has been kind of down or low lately, what are you referring to? Because I'm seeing videos here with 6,000, 6,000. I'm seeing this one 11,000. So I 5,000. I don't know if you're speaking purely from like a view standpoint, or maybe it's specific videos you have in mind. Curious on your thoughts, or maybe it's like the
Yeah.
followers that have been maybe slowing down. Yeah.
Actually, the followers have been kind of surprising. So
Okay.
bear with me because I'm kind of bouncing back and forth
Yeah.
between your
Totally
live
okay.
stream and my profile.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so if you look, I haven't really posted the last like 2 weeks very consistently. So once a week, I post like a recap of what I've done this week,
Mm-hmm.
specifically in terms of my training. And then my goal was like every day to post one of these videos or something that comes to mind.
Mm-hmm.
I was on a tear with it and then started slowing down. And although I've been slowing down, my following has been going up, which is great. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, however, and this might be just a product of what happens on social media, but there was a time, let's see, when was that? There's a race called the Cocodona 250. That was a big event, and you could post anything about that, it seemed, and it would kind of pop off.
Sure.
And so that around that time, I was making videos and getting a lot of traction.
Mm-hmm.
Not specifically in views. I mean, the views were doing great, but the comments, shares, reposts, and then follows were, just really seemed to be flowing in.
Mm-hmm.
And lately, it seems like I kind of hit a ceiling at that 6,000 view thing, which isn't bad at all. Um, but I'm just not sure if that's, is am I doing something that's reducing reach there, or is that something I should be, celebrating, excited about?
Yeah. Are there specific posts that you're thinking about? Because when I'm looking at your page again, like I'm just looking at it from like a surface level standpoint for a second. I'm seeing
Mhm.
10,000, 20,000, 62,000, 100,000. Like these are all wow, dude, you're freaking crushing it. 78,000, right? 98,000,
Yep.
40,000. So are you speaking more so like around these ones that are not above the 10,000, like these maybe that are at 900, 900, 1,000?
No. So those ones are those are, I guess I call those like fillers. Like if
Yeah.
there's a day where I can't get to
Yeah.
posting these longer, or not longer, but more
More
detail oriented
methodical.
ones.
Yeah, yeah. Totally.
Yeah. But I guess here, let me. So there's the one, actually, the guy wearing the blue right there.
This
I
one
think
here.
that's, yeah. So
Okay.
videos like that. So at that point, I think I was putting in the same effort, but I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't getting um, super high engagement, which again, like, and I guess I don't understand what I should be looking at for engagement, or if I shouldn't even worry about it. Because yeah, you go back a couple, there was an 80,000, 27.
Yeah, I don't know why that.
Uh,
I don't know why that one in particular is. I guess I'm struggling to play it for some reason. Maybe that's why the engagement's low. I don't
oh,
know.
geez, yeah, maybe that's why.
I don't know.
That's fun.
Yeah, that might be your answer. You're saying like the engagement's low because you have maybe 10 comments. I really want to, and sorry that like I'm really harping on this specific wording because I'll just cut to what I'm thinking. Like so far
Okay,
when I'm looking at your page, I'm like, dude, you're crushing it. Like this is awesome.
okay,
I'm stoked looking at your page. Um,
okay,
but I'm curious like where your mind is. And so is it like when you say the engagement's low here, is it maybe just like not too many comments maybe?
okay.
It
So
honestly could be because this video, like I don't know why this video just stops playing for me. Um,
yeah, that's strange.
but
Uh,
anyways,
so actually, like two things come to mind.
okay.
Um, so I lost one of them. Don't know what it was. But so when I started doing these, one of my buddies was like, "Oh, you inspired me to do the same thing." And he's doing similar videos, but his engagement, this is comparison, I know. But his engagement is like way up here, but we're making the same video. So I'm like, what's he doing differently that I can look at and improve on,
Sure.
I guess,
Sure.
because we're making the same videos, but getting different results.
Okay. Is there can you do you mind sharing your buddy's Instagram so we can take a look at it?
Yeah, his name is so it'll be Austin Wayne Pitt.
Austin.
If you go into like the people I follow, he should pop right up.
Okay, let's go back. So far, dude, I am. Is it Germs Media? Wait, I should. There we go.
Yep, there you go.
So far, I am. I'm stoked looking at your page. Let's see, Austin Wayne Pitt. Okay,
Yep.
24,000. Okay.
And so for context, he started maybe 2 months, maybe a month after I did.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he's had also tremendous growth. He had one video with like 1 million views that was crazy. We were pumped for him.
Yeah.
Um, and so yeah, it's like I'm trying not to compare myself to that, but there
Yeah.
is like, what's going on here that I can learn from?
So, couple questions. The first one is, what is the goal here? Like, is the goal to, like, with the page, is it to grow a following? Is it to gain more views, or is it to maybe potentially sell something in the future? Which none of these have a wrong answer, by the way. And chat, you
Mhm.
guys know I say this all the time. Like, I'm not here to give you guys the like 100% rule book, the prescription. I'm here to give you guys an experiment to try. So when I ask these questions to Jeremy, I'm not I'm not trying to get like a gotcha or anything like that. I'm genuinely curious. Like, everyone has different goals. I just want to hear what your goal is here, Jeremy. Is it, if it's to grow the page, like, that's totally fine.
Yeah, so I think there's a couple, and it goes in like a hierarchy.
Okay.
Um, so the first goal, grow the page.
Okay.
Try and grow the page with people that are interested in these stories and these types of sports, events, and mindsets.
Okay.
Um, so that's the first. And the main goal behind that is to get exposure to people that are into the same things as me. So people that could be at a higher level than me, people that could open doors for me in those realms, and
Mm.
then um, I don't know how to word that, but
So
people that are maybe at the same level as me.
wants to
Just
you basically want to
build
unlock new opportunities to maybe network with really interesting
exactly.
people. Okay.
Yeah. So like that's like the second hand order.
Okay.
And then at the bottom for me is like, yeah, monetization, brand deals, stuff like that. Like if I'm trying to like make a fake scenario in my head, let's say I'm big into backcountry snowboarding. So Burton or Jones Snowboards or somebody like they invite you out to an event and now you're riding with some of the best riders in the world or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, could be a cool opportunity that comes up that you wouldn't have otherwise had.
Okay. All right. Let me share my screen so you can see. I'm just writing some notes here. Okay. Totally cool. Brand deals, potential. Are you working a full-time job right now?
So I actually just moved a month ago from upstate New York to Salt Lake City. So I do have a full-time job right now, but it's kind of a flexible job as I apply to other jobs.
Mm-hmm. And just chat, I'll give some context why I'm asking these questions, by the way. The reason why I'm asking this question, Jeremy, is because, sorry guys, I got to figure out how to do this better logistically. I know I'm like sharing my screen a little bit and then stopping sharing, so appreciate your patience here, Jeremy. The reason why
No,
I'm
chilling.
asking these goals is because, for example, if you are, let's just say in your scenario that, let's like remove your shoes right now and put you in someone else's shoes. Let's say you're a business owner, right? And your goal is, I want to generate leads from my content, which ultimately drives sales, of course, for the business. In that case, the goal of a business owner, or at least the primary goal, should not be to optimize for views, right? Like they're going to be stoked if they get videos that have 11,000 views, which might be seen to other people as like a flop, which to me, I mean, I think this is awesome. 11,000 views to me is a huge success. But if a video like this, or even a video that gets 500 views, if it gets a ton of comments from the right type of people, for a business owner, that is incredible. Like, they're crushing it. Even though from a surface standpoint, the views or whatever might be low, if they're getting the right type of people, it's a win for the business owner. In my case, when I was doing in a past life, basically, I had a real estate media company, which I then turned it into a podcast page. But this right here, I ran this page for, and I think I archived a lot of my real estate media stuff, but I ran this page from like 2022 to late 2025, actually like early even 2026. I was absolutely stoked with this page, even though if I look at the views, I mean, my views, I was getting like 300 views, 1,000 views, 800 views, 500 views. But the people that were watching these videos were all realtors during the time that wanted like video content, they wanted photo content, they wanted marketing content for their homes. And so this page to me was like a huge home run, even though from someone else with a different, goal in mind, it might be seen as a flop. So I ask you those questions about your goals, not to be like facetious. I don't have any like hidden agenda, but more so to understand if the goal is, for example, growing the page, like I just want to, like we spoke with, I'm kicking myself. I think his name was Manic. We spoke with him yesterday and he said, hey, listen, like my goal is just to grow my follower count. If that's the case, first off, you're crushing it because you said that your followers are growing. And second off, like if the goal is just to grow the follower count, then let's just do more of the videos that bring you the most followers. Like it's a very kind of like clear action step. Now, if the goal is like, I want to get more views, which again, I'm not here to like cast any judgment or anything. Like if the goal is just, hey, I want to get more engagement on my posts, because that could be seen from like a brand perspective that my page is, getting a lot of engagement, so on and so forth. Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. If that's the case, then let's do more of what our buddy Austin's doing, where he's just picking, so far on his page, just from like a surface level, kind of like first impression, seems like the majority of his content are these hot topics, these, of like either popular events or popular figures or like things that are going on from like incredible people, in a specific time period or whatever, like one of the greatest athletes ever. This is, all these videos are almost like spectacles of really interesting people, stories, timely events, etc., etc. For him, if the goal is like, I just want to get more views, then let's just crank out more of these, So everyone has different goals. Now, in your case, the reason why I was asking you is because you mentioned to me, Jeremy, and I'll give you back the floor just so I can further clarify. And sorry, I'm going to have to stop sharing my screen for 1 second, and then
you're fine.
I'll share one more time. One of the things you mentioned when you're writing down is you want to grow the page with people interested in these stories and mindsets. And of course, the idea was to like network with really interesting people, basically, and of course, brand deals. But the question I had for you when you said this was, people that are interested in these stories and mindsets, do you want them to be interested in your story as well?
Yes.
Okay. Because these, like all of these notes, I'm not going to say that there's wildly different objectives here, but there are different, I guess, barometers of success with each of these notes. For example, like one of the goals that I have for my page is for people to understand that I am a student trying to figure out content. And so anytime I get a message or a DM from someone saying like, hey, I think your page, like I got a couple yesterday that was like, I think your page is so unique because everyone's trying to like pretend they know all the answers and you're the first person who's just being honest and is figuring it out. That to me, it's like, okay, this is awesome. Even though the videos, maybe like some of the videos where I talk about me being a student or me trying stuff, they might not get the best engagement. If those are the videos that people are referencing and coming to me and saying that I'm unique, then perfect. Like this is satisfying my goal. Now, if my goal is to grow the page, then there's of course a different objective. Now you can do all of this, I think, simultaneously. That's kind of what I'm doing. But it's important to understand like what are the primary objectives so far. Am I rambling so far, chat? Is this making sense? Jeremy, am I making sense? so
Yeah,
far?
you're making sense to me.
Okay. Okay.
And
So
also, when I'm looking down here, I'm looking at my phone, which is
I know
you talking.
I know I'm sorry, dude. I need to
No,
figure
you're fine.
I need to figure out how to do this. I like I said, I'm figuring this stuff out. Okay. So, what would be the most helpful for you in terms of which goals should we? I mean, I could give you some experiments to try based on each goal that you have. For example, like if you want to grow the page with people interested in these stories, I can give you an experiment to try to get more people to follow you about the interesting stories. If you want more people to be interested in your story, I can give you some experiments to try with that. Do you want to just go down the list of those goals and I can give you some experiments to try, or how would you like? What would be the most valuable for you in this call here?
Yeah, I mean, so two things. I think going through all of them is valuable and worth the time. I mean, I think you helped me by just saying like, hey, 6,000 views is great. Like
Cool.
that's a good point of success. And then, I mean, the second one is like right now, I have my next race coming up, and I mean, I see other people building a story around their training and all the stuff they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't figure out how to
Craft a story.
do that. Yeah.
This is a good question because this is something
And then
I'm trying to
also,
figure out too. Okay.
okay. And then also, so I do a lot of different things in the outdoors. So, like, I run a lot, but when it comes to the winter, like, I'm going to be split boarding all the time. And that's not going to be like oriented around a race. So, my interests, I guess, stay the same, but they rotate with the seasons, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. I think the beautiful thing here, based on just like the summary of your page, I think this is actually a really good summary. Like the way that I measure, and I'm not saying chat, by the way, what I'm about to say here is just personal opinion. This is not like an anecdote, or this is not, sorry, not, that was the wrong word. This is not a prescription of how to write, great bios. But what I really like about your bio here, Jeremy, is that within like these 3 words, I already understand what the theme of the page is: incredible human stories. And when you're saying like I have a race coming up and then I do split boarding and blah 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 blah, I mean, to me, the essence of what makes an incredible human story is someone's journey to become good at some sort of skill. And so I don't think like races, for example. I mean, I'd be willing to bet that if I went to Austin's page here, and I'll just start sharing my entire screen, so I don't have to keep doing this for you. Let me know if you can see you should be able to see my entire desktop now. I'll put you over here.
Yep.
Okay. If I go over to Austin's page, I would imagine that not every post is about races. Like this seems to be about a race. This is a race. This is about rowing. This is a race. This is someone swimming. This is a race. This is someone biking. This is David Goggins. Shout out to him. A picture of a hot dog, but like this is someone surfing. I mean, it seems like the core theme here is people that are doing something physically demanding, right? Some people that are investing in a skill set to be great in some sort of domain. And I think, again, the beautiful thing about your page is that I don't think that just needs to be about races. I think you can do both the split boarding and the races and tie it to this theme of incredible human stories. Now, in terms of how to craft a story, I'm going to get to that last because that one is something that I'm currently working on. I actually just posted a trial reel of me going through a challenge of trying to tell better stories. And I mean, I'll give you kind of like a teaser of what I'm going to say when it comes to stories. Is the best way to frame it for me so far has been around a challenge, because that gives me, if I put myself in a challenge, it gives me a lot of parameters that a good story needs. And so just remind me when I get to that. I will explain how to do that. But first, let me bring out this Google Doc. Do you want to first go through just some simple experiments for each goal, and then we'll get to crafting a good story?
Sure.
Okay. All right. So, the first goal, grow the page with people interested in these stories. Do you have this is like a super easy exercise. I'm imagining you're probably already doing this. How are you, sorry, the formatting's not going to be great. I'm not
You're fine.
I'm not going to try to format this or whatever. But how do you currently edit your videos? Do you use Instagram? Do you use CapCut? Do you use edits?
So it was TikTok, and then my phone's so old, it just crashes when I use that. So now I use Instagram edits.
Beautiful, beautiful. And are you familiar with the insights feature on edits?
Not on edits. I've seen that on like in the actual app
Yeah.
of Instagram
Uh huh.
itself, but not in edits.
Okay. So, and Jeremy, if you're already doing this, let me know. This is a super easy exercise that everyone here can do. If the goal is to, excuse me, if the goal here is to, like this goal right here is surrounding the idea of growing followers, right? Now, we want to grow
Mhm.
the right types of followers, but if our goal primarily is followers, the first experiment we can do is to go to the Insights tab on Edits. And Jeremy, again, stop me if you're already doing this, but I'll go into a little bit further detail. If you go to the Insights tab on Edits, which unfortunately Edits doesn't have a desktop app, but it's on your phone, there's like a bottom right tab, and it will show you there's like a button. I think I have a video on this, so if you guys want me to send the video over on how to do this, just send me a DM. There's a button, and you can sort your videos by the ones that brought you the most follows. Okay, it's a very simple task that we can do. And what we then want to do is, once we see the videos, this is an experiment that I do on a daily basis. I look at the videos that have gotten me the most follows, and then I want to basically study those videos and see, do the people that follow me from those videos match who I want in this goal here, right? So let's say, for example, your most followed video is you doing a hot dog eating challenge, and you say follow to see, part 2. If those people, like if that video you got a ton of followers from, but it doesn't align with your current goal, then probably wouldn't make sense to keep making those types of videos. But if you have videos that have got you the most follows of people that are aligned with this goal number 1, then the first thing to do with this experiment would be to double down on the videos that brought you the most, we can say, on target follows, if that makes sense. It's a super easy task to do. I know we're not getting like too complex just yet. Jeremy, are you already doing this? I don't know if this is obvious.
So I've done this very surface level. So I
Okay.
have in the app like looked at, oh, these videos perform well, and then I watch them and I kind of go, all right, what do I do now? So I am looking at that now. Let's see.
Yes. Hold on 1 second. Let me full screen this so I can show chat.
Cool.
Let me stop sharing. So chat, Jeremy's going to show his phone so you guys can see this. And it might be a little bit blurry, so my apologies, but I can see exactly what you're showing me. Yes, there's a tab right there that says most follows. Walk me through those videos. You have one video that brought you 2,000 follows, it looks like, and another video that brought you 2,000 follows again. Can you tell me
Yep.
what those videos are?
Yeah. So let me go to my page and see where I can point those out on here.
I'm happy
Um,
to share my screen too if you want to. Whatever's
okay.
easiest. Doesn't matter.
So if you go to the pinned posts on my page, the one that says "This guy is insane," that's my
Cool.
top performing videos in video in terms of
In
followers.
terms of follows. Okay. Cool.
Yep.
Whoa. I didn't. What language is this? Is this Spanish?
It's French. I just like did a translate thing and tossed it in there.
I was gonna say I saw 2S. I'm like, that looks like Spanish. So this is French, huh?
Yeah. So the guy who did this
Wow.
is a French guy.
Okay.
So I figured it probably makes sense to try to appeal to his base more there.
This is funny. Austin and okay. Okay. All right. So let me actually watch this video, and let's see
Okay.
what. Oh, I'm sharing my tab, so you actually might be able to hear the audio. Let's watch this here.
Witnessed one of the most insane mountain traverses of all time. And the craziest part is, he claims that he wasn't even pushing his limits that hard. Mathieu Jacquemot just crossed the entire Alps on skis, a bike, and his own 2 feet. Now, before I drop the stats, if you want to keep up to date with crazy endurance feats happening right now, drop a follow because I'm always looking for more stuff.
Beautiful. Okay, makes sense why this is the most followed video. Okay. Now, question for you. How recent was this event before you posted it? You posted this on May 16th. Did this happen like May 14th or something? Just so I can get a...
It was within, I would say, a month. Because it happened in the spring. But I know there was a little bit of a time lag there.
Good. Okay. All right.
The objective was to beat the previous record of 36 days to travel from Vienne to Nisa. Matho's objective was 30 days. He ended up doing it in 20. That's over 1,300 miles and 266,000 feet of elevation gain. But here's the part that's blowing my mind. You would think to crush a record by 16 days, you would have to be suffering the entire time. But Matho says he wasn't redlining. He just kept his heart rate under control and stayed efficient the whole time. Athletes like Matho show us what's possible when you stay controlled and dial in your efficiency. And that's one of the reasons why he's one of my favorite athletes that I've come across lately. So let me know what you think of this effort below, and I'll see you next time.
So, first off, as I'm watching this, Jeremy, I'm like, dude, first off, let me hit the follow button, because I'm like, I would really like your page, especially since all of these videos are inspiring stories for the most part. I'll give you this. I'm sure you have this thought in your mind, or at least like a hypothesis with your page. The value of your page, if I see this video and you're telling me about this insane feat that happened with this guy hiking, when I hit the follow button, I am hoping that I see more insane videos just like this. And it seems like, for the most part, all of these stories, like the next one here, this one's with Jimmy Chin, right, and Alex Honnold with Free Solo. Like, this is perfect. This is a perfect page for me if I'm hitting follow button, because I want to feel inspired by the limits, or people that push their limits. And the fact that you're saying, like, drop a follow because I'm always looking for more stuff. You might even want to, again, if the goal is to get more followers in this realm, you might want to add that in your call to action. Drop me a follow because I cover the most incredible humans on the planet. Or I share the stories of the most incredible humans on Earth. And that way, like, it's super clear for me to figure out. But again, I mean, I'm watching this video, I'm feeling inspired just by watching it.
Okay.
Say I'm like, whatever, maybe I'm a little bit biased because I'm talking to you, but this is like an insanely interesting video for me because the story is so good, which is perfect for you because you can just rely on other people's stories to help with your watch time. So immediately I'm just like, man, this is a really good thesis for a page. It reminds me a lot of what I used to do in 2022 and 2023. I used to cover like entrepreneurs and document their stories, and so I'm like, the story does the heavy lifting here. So super cool. You had a ton of people follow you from that. That's great. Let me see what the comments are saying here. Have you done a video, by the way, of that guy who's walking around the entire world?
I don't think I've heard of that guy, which is surprising because I'm...
Do a video on that because I want to know what that guy's up to. He's been walking from, I think he started in like, I don't know, chat, if you guys know. I think he started in like the UK or something, but he's been walking for like almost 20 years or something, maybe more than 20 years. Let's see, guy who walked around the world, Carl Bushby. Dude, do a video on this guy because I want to know where he's at. He started in 1998, so it's been 27 years. Or 28 years.
I just took his name down, so I'm gonna do some research on
Carl
him.
Bushby. He's supposed to be arriving home this year. So, anyways, do a video on that because I want to know where he's at. And again, like, this is just outside feedback. Like, if I found this video, I would love to see more content like this. Now, first up, does this stuff align with you? Like, are you okay making a lot of these types of videos? But do you feel a certain way with them?
Yeah, I mean, so this guy, he bikes, he climbs mountains, he skis. Those are all things I do. And things that I would like to find people who can teach me more about these things. So making these videos is, first off, just interesting to me because I like learning about these stories.
Mhm.
And then also I just have a vested interest in it because it's exposing me to the people that also do these things.
This is going to be good when I mention an experiment to try with your stories, because just remind, like, watching these videos is already giving me some ideas on how you can get people to follow you for you. But
Okay.
drop a follow, because drop a follow. I cover the most incredible humans on Earth. Okay, double down on this. So this video,
You just
great.
witnessed.
Did it bring you the followers? Like, what was the aftermath of this? Were you happy with the results that it brought you? Did you feel like the people that followed you were the right type of people you're looking for? Curious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this was like the first video that really performed well in terms of engagement for me.
Yep.
Before this, I had a couple videos hit like 80, 90, 100,000, and I didn't use a call to action.
Okay.
So I did that on this one, and like, boom, got like 1,000 within like that week, which was crazy. So that was, yeah, this did very well for me in terms of like where I was going and what my goals were.
Cool. Okay. So right off the bat, example, like when you're looking at your buddy Austin's page, he
Mhm.
is basically, from the surface, I'm not going to say this is like, well, I guess I can speak confidently because, like, I mean, I'm just looking at, you can, oh wait, no, you can't see this that I'm sharing. Hold on. When we look at Austin's page, what I'm seeing just without even watching his content is, oh no, sorry, dude, I'm all over the place. I'm sharing the wrong screen.
You're fine.
All right. Now you should be able to see Austin's page. When I'm looking
Yep.
at his page, it's almost every video is about an incredible story. The reason why I wanted to watch that Mount Everest video, and then we'll watch the other one too, so I can get a feel for like what the videos are about. It's clear to me that Mount Everest video that you posted, as well as these, like, they do well because the story itself is super like it's super engaging. You know, like,
Mhm.
that's the beauty of your page, is that you have a super easy format, a green screen, and the story itself does the heavy lifting. You don't have to really worry about like too much strategy or anything like that, you know? I mean, of course, in terms of crafting the story, but
Yeah.
it's just so incredible that people will stay just to hear it regardless. So super great in terms of you staying consistent. It'll definitely help you grow follows. That seems to be Austin's play. Now, the downside of this is that you will definitely grow follows as you keep making these types of stories. However, I can see a scenario where, for example, like if I followed you, I'd want to know more about these incredible human stories.
Yeah.
But when you go to post about yourself, right, like this might be what you're running into. It's like, well, this isn't really what I came for. So I have a solution for this.
Okay.
But I'm seeing kind of the dilemma here. It's like, I know these are going to do well. I'm sharing these stories, but people are coming for these stories, not for me. Don't worry. I think I have an experiment here. Now let's go back to your page. The next one we have here, I don't know.
Imagine that.
This is the Alex Honnold one, right? And this one brought
Yep.
you the second most follows. Is that right?
This one was I think it was the third most follows. So yeah, this was the third most with 932.
Is this the one that brought second most follows?
Nope. So the next one would be so the ones that are pinned are actually just the highest views I got. So
Okay.
if somebody went to my page, they would say, "Oh, this guy consistently gets views."
Right.
There's credibility.
Sure.
Let's see. If you scroll down, where? Okay, if you go back to that blue guy, that the video is kind of glitching out.
Oh, yeah. This one?
Yep, and go a little bit lower.
Oh, okay.
Right there, the 23-year record. That's the second most followers.
Really? Okay, good. This is good to know. 86,000 views, and that one got the second most. The first one was Mount Everest, right? How many videos or how many views did the Mount Everest one get?
That got 117,000.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right, let's watch this real quick. I might have to stop sharing real quick. Share the tab. We're gonna be doing this a lot, Jeremy. I'm not even gonna try to tell you otherwise here. All right.
It's the most insane summit of Mount Everest, and somehow this guy made it look like a walk in the park. Now this is Tyler Andrews. He just climbed from base camp to the top of Mount Everest in 9 hours and 55 minutes. But this is just another day for Tyler. Now before I explain why, if you like crazy outdoor stories like this, be sure to give me a follow because I'm always finding new stuff to share with you. Not only did Tyler summit the mountain fast, he also returned to base camp in 16 hours and 30 minutes. The record he broke had stood for over 23 years. And if you thought that this was the only record Tyler has, then you are seriously mistaken, because he's broken over 100 records. We're not stopping there, because Tyler is not only known as a record chaser, he's also an incredible athlete. He's won multiple medals in world championship events. He's achieved Olympic trials qualification for the United States and has far too many race wins and course records. Tyler is no fluke, and I genuinely cannot cover all his achievements.
Cool. Okay. So basically this is the newscaster dilemma. So I understand this quite well. I used to be in the same boat. So I have a couple of ideas here. All right. Let me go back to the doc. So I won't share any more of the videos. I have a pretty good understanding. So your most followed videos are the news kind of videos here. So let's go. Okay, so we have this. Whatever, that's fine. All right, so first thing, if you want to grow, if you want to grow more followers, like your buddy Austin, and you mentioned like you have your pin post to show credibility that you get consistent views, then you're going to want to dive deeper into the newscaster role, okay, for most videos. Basically, this is the experiment that I would give you. Like this is what I would do. Now, let me think about how to describe this. So you mentioned you met Michael Smoke, right? Michael Smoke talks about, and many other content experts talk about different stages of the funnel that content is in. So I don't know if you've ever heard Michael Smoke. He has like he calls it a content funnel, but basically you have top of funnel content, which is the videos that are meant to attract new eyeballs to your page. You have middle of funnel content that is designed to nurture the people there, so basically get them to trust you more, get them to kind of binge more your content. This is thinking like taking someone that just saw you and turning them more into fans and lifetime followers. And then you have bottom of funnel content where typically in a business setting, like if I'm a business owner, I will be showing proof and my authority. I'll be showing that like I know what I'm doing. For example, if I'm selling if I'm a fitness coach, I'm going to have, or let's say I'm Michael Smoke, for example. In Michael Smoke's instance, he might make content about like Diet Coke or about fast food places, Chick-fil-A, all of these like topics that appeal to a very broad audience. Then once they come to his page, he might make some videos that are more about him, his personal development, blah, 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 to nurture the new people so that they can understand him. And then his bottom of funnel content is the pieces of content where he says, here I just helped so-and-so go from 200 pounds to 140, and he's super jacked by doing X, Y, and Z, right? So this is him basically showing a transformation. He knows, like, he's showing proof that he knows what he's doing. And so these are the videos that get the least amount of views, but those are the ones that typically convert people into buyers. Now, I'm saying this from like a business standpoint. How do we apply this to your page? These newscaster videos are the ones that are going to bring in the eyeballs. They're also going to get people to follow, right? Okay. And that's why, like, your buddy Austin, it makes sense why he's, he is doing well for himself, because pretty much 99% of the videos that I saw were these, like, newscaster videos where he's basically talking about someone's story, which are designed to get eyeballs and followers. So if you want to grow more followers, we're going to do basically more of what's working, of newscaster role for most videos. So just do more of what gets most follows. Now, the next goal we have, and I'll format this maybe later just so it makes a little bit more sense. The next goal that we have is I want these people to be interested in my story. So, just like I was saying with Michael Smoke, we have a couple different objectives here when we're thinking about like a funnel. The first one is to get people interested in my page, or to get people to like check me out, right? And so that's the newscaster stuff. Now the next angle is I want these people to be interested in my story. So how are we going to do that? Well, here's a couple ideas. And let me bold this. All right. So I'm just going to give you an experiment because I'm not an expert. I can give you experiments to try and then, report back on how this works for you. And we also need to figure out how are we going to like measure our progress here. So we're going to get to that in 1 second. But I have a pretty good idea of how we can do this. So first things first, you'll know if experiment 1 works in terms of like I want to get more followers. You'll know if it works if videos do better than average and get you more followers, basically. It's like a very easy how to test if this experiment works. If you start making more newscaster videos and you see that the views go up and or you get more followers, then okay, this is good, basically.
Okay.
So we'll do that there. Now, second, if you want people to be interested in your story, there's a couple things that we need to do here, which is, and this is why I said like there's a dilemma with the newscaster approach. Not saying that it's bad, because I've definitely been a newscaster. I even do newscaster content on my page. It's like I do that pretty much once or twice a week. But this is why I was asking you at the beginning of this session what the goals are for you, because the way that I view content is that I have a set objective for every video. So let me share my screen again. And again, I'm not saying this is like the only way to do it. This is just how I think of it, that I think could be helpful for you. Okay. So let's just take a look at my page, for example. So I have videos. You can see my screen okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, for example, I just posted this video an hour ago. It's probably going to get maybe like 1,500 views. The goal with this video is not to basically pop off. The goal for this video is not to go viral. The goal with this video is to deepen trust, because I'm sharing a very unique belief that I have. And I want this video is probably just going to resonate, or at least go to basically a lot of my followers. It might not reach too many people outside of the audience, but I want the people that are watching me to see this video, even if it gets 1,500 views, and see, okay, this guy thinks differently, right? So like there's an objective here. This is me trying to, when I was talking about the different stages of the funnel, this is me trying to deepen trust. This is me trying to showcase that I'm different. Okay, it's not going to get a lot of views, but the people that watch it, it's going to embed a belief in their mind. Same with this video. This video I posted yesterday, because lately I've been getting a lot of messages saying like, hey, I love that you do these experiments where you test people's advice and blah, 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 blah. I think that's super unique. I made this video. I knew it wasn't going to do well in terms of views. That wasn't the goal, right? Like these 3, right, are just here to deepen my unique beliefs. I'm trying to really establish that like I have different thoughts here. Now, This video is designed to get views. This video, the views start to pick up a little bit. This is me actually being a newscaster. This is me doubling down on a format that gets views. There goes me again, going back to trying to deepen trust with this content experiment. And then this video goes back to me trying to get views, right? So there's, for me, like, I am always dabbling with each video on, like, how can I either deepen trust, or how can I how can I get a video to gain more eyeballs, basically. So not every video that I post is with the idea of gaining eyeballs. These are to deepen trust. This is to get views. This is to get views. This is to get views. This is to deepen trust. And it's just like a constant kind of like teeter, like a seesaw almost for me. Now, in your case, again, I'm not saying that this is the approach that you should take, because I have a different goal than you do. My goal isn't to, like, I don't have any immediate goals to blow up the page. My primary goal in terms of my priority list is to basically establish like a unique narrative with my page. So I have a different, I'm trying to really deepen trust. Now, if my goal was I wanted to get followers, like more followers very quickly, which none of this is right or wrong, by the way, this is just purely preference. If my goal is to try to get followers quickly, I would do more of, again, the newscaster stuff. And then if I wanted people to get interested in my story, these are going to be the videos that are going to get lesser views, but it's going to build more trust with the audience that you attract from these videos here. So every video has a role. These videos here are to attract new eyeballs, like the newscaster ones, the ones that already work on your page. The ones that are about your story are just for the people that are interested in hearing more about you. Now, how can we do this where we can satisfy the people that hit follow from your newscaster videos? Here would be my suggestion. And sorry, chat, if this was like a super roundabout way for me to get to this solution. Sorry, Jeremy. My solution to this would be make some videos that are newscaster videos, right? So you understand what I mean when I say newscaster videos, right? It's like you just green screen talking about a story, just like how you're doing. But, and again, I would try to, if I were you, I would try to do this at least once a week to start off with, and then you can ramp it up from there. This would be the experiment. Newscaster videos, but include a comparison or challenge in your life to the video. Here's what I mean, okay? Because I know that might be a little confusing here. So let's go to your page. This would be a really interesting experiment. I'd love to see. I'd love to see on your page. Okay.
Okay.
So let me know if you can see. Cool.
Yep.
Okay. So again, you might post if my goal is like I want to grow my views, I want to grow my followers, just like my buddy Austin. Then, and are you posting, or at least you were posting once a day, right?
Yeah, that was the goal.
Okay.
I gotta get back on that.
So tactically, that might mean that you do 5 videos each week that are like these, that you know bring in views and follows. That's going to help you ramp up your page very quickly. 2 of those videos each week, so videos like, let's say 6 and 7, are going to be you doing this. But towards the end of the video, or you could even do it in the middle, you basically compare what this guy's doing, or like you try to do what this guy's doing in your life. For example, you mentioned, and the reason why I'm giving this experiment is because you mentioned that you like doing these videos because you also like to do some of these activities, right? What were some of the activities that you mentioned you like to do?
So split boarding, which is just climb up a mountain, snowboard down.
Okay.
I do a lot of ultra running, trail running. So what this guy did was a traverse where you go along the ridge of a mountain range. Okay. And 2 weeks ago, I attempted to do that here in Salt Lake City, and got about halfway through, and then ended up dropping out of it.
There we go. So here we go. So like even just what you just said there, this is how I would start with 2 videos a week. Try to think of them as experiment videos. This is what I do on my page right now. I have videos that I think of as just, I think of like my whole page as an experiment, but I have a couple videos where I experiment. these two videos would be you telling a story, and then in the middle of it, you going and trying what this person did. And you share basically like, because the reason why that would be valuable to someone like me is because it puts into perspective how insanely difficult this achievement is. You know, like if this guy, for example, like I think you have a do you have a David Goggins one on here, or was that Austin?
That was Austin.
Okay, so let's pull up Austin real quick, just as an example. I think I'm spelling it wrong. Let me just go back to your page. Following, and then Austin. All right. And again, these videos that I'm giving you as like experiments to try would be with the goal of people being interested in your story. These are not going to get a lot of views. Well, they could, definitely could. But when you first start out, they might get lesser views. But over time, as you keep experimenting with this, you will start to develop people who are more interested in you. And as well as some of the videos actually might start to pop off too. I think that would be a really cool video to see something incredible happening and then someone actually trying it. So this guy, so Austin has this one about David Goggins, right? And I don't know what this video is particularly about, but I'm going to assume it's like a crazy, let's just say it's like a, one of his insane mile marathons, like, I don't know, whatever, 200-mile marathon or whatever, something crazy like that, right?
Yeah.
So you could do a video like this, basically explaining the story, and then it cuts to you saying, I'm going to go and try this as a challenge, right? And now, obviously, you don't want the video to be insanely long, so you could talk about it for like 10 seconds or whatever, and then go and try it and just do a quick time lapse. And obviously, I don't think, maybe, I don't know. I don't expect you to run 200 miles for a video, but it would make for an engaging video that would put into perspective how insane this achievement is, as well as for people to buy into more about you. And so you could, because it basically does two things. Again, it shows the level of achievement for this, but also it shows your willingness to become incredible, which is, I think, what you're trying to do, right? Like you want people to follow you for your story. And if you're able to tie a story that people already like with something you're trying to do, people will start to buy into you. And the reason why I'm giving this as an experiment is because this is what people come to me for. Like I make these content experiments where I take like this video, for example. This video is currently trending in my niche. I took that video and now I'm trying it. And now people come to me and they say, hey, I like your page because you actually try this. I want to learn more about what you're doing. So that's what I would leave you as like this would be the direction. Newscaster videos, but try the achievement yourself, basically.
Okay. So I would take somebody who's ran a race like this, and then after a brief introduction, say, and I'm trying this myself with my next upcoming race. Exactly right. Yep. Or just like you said, you said that you tried the Mount Everest thing, and you got halfway and then you stopped. Even if you don't achieve it, and even if the journey is maybe not like 1-to-1, I don't expect you to climb Mount Everest, but if you actually tried something, I'd want to know, like, that would be an awesome video. Okay. And then, so with that, I guess I'll share another guy. So when I'm making those videos, should I share footage of me doing the thing? Because that's another, not complaining, that's another skill that I'd have to figure out and learn how to tell a story through taking videos of that. Or do I just do like a talking head and maybe do a talking head with a picture of me doing the thing in the background? You could I think the easiest way for you to do it is like when you go out and do these incredible things, do you ever take videos at all? Like even if they're just like quick B-roll reels? Is that something you actually do? I think the easiest way would just be to do a voiceover of B-roll reels that you have. Like let's say you're going snowboarding. I imagine at some point you might take out your phone to film you snowboarding. Mm-hmm. I would just do a voiceover of that.
You know, you take the story and then it cuts to you with the B-roll of you actually trying it, and you just tell the story verbally. You say, I tried to do this, here's what happened, blah, blah, blah. And that could even be an incentive for people to follow along, because I'm going to try to become the next incredible human on earth, you know? So
Yeah.
there's a lot there, but that would be my direction.
Okay.
Did that help at all? Did that give you maybe some ideas? Did you have any other questions, Jeremy? Anything else?
No. So that, like, I said no. Yes, that helped. I had no other questions.
Okay.
That gives me like a direction to go in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, doesn't matter how fast you're going if you're not going in the right direction. That's helpful.
I would say the number one thing that's helped me with my page so far is to set an objective with each video, and also to understand clearly what the goals are for the page. So if your goals are like, if you're looking at Austin, you're like, man, he has so many more followers and views and stuff, then just make more videos of what gets you follows, and you'll be up to where Austin is. But then if you're like, I want people to buy into me, then try these experiments that I'm giving you, where you actually try stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
and that's the goal, because, like, yeah, followers are great, but the idea is, you know, you want them to trust you.
And just know that there is oftentimes a trade-off. Like, I am willing to trade off, for example, like if I wanted to grow quicker, I would make a ton of videos that are basically double downs on my most followed videos, but I'm trading fast growth for, right now, I want to build deeper connection with my audience. That's my current goal. I'm not saying that that's right or wrong. That's my current goal. If your goal is fast growth, again, nothing wrong with that, then you just do the inverse. Then you do all the videos that get you the most follows.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool, man. All right. All right, Jeremy. I'll let you hop off. I know we spoke for an hour, and I know you have something going. If you have any other questions, please let me know. And yeah, happy to help you. Feel free to come on these lives as many times as you want. I'm really excited to see what you end up doing with your page.
Yeah, I'm excited. I got some ideas now. I think I was losing a bit of motivation to get after it. Now I got some different ideas to go with. So
Awesome.
I'm excited about that.
Awesome, man. Well, keep me updated. And again, I'll shoot you some DMs too. I'll send over this doc with you in just a second. And yeah, feel free to come as many times as you want. You're always invited here.
All right. I appreciate you.
Cool, man. All right. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Chat. We got one more. I know it was a little bit of a longer session, but Jeremy's great. Love Jeremy. That was awesome. Hopefully I wasn't rambling too much, guys. And we have one more call. So this is going to be maybe a longer stream here. Oh, whoops. Hold on. Give me 1 second, chat. There we go. Juris, what's going on, man?
Hey, happy to be here.
Dude, first off, thank you for your patience. I know I've been saying this to a lot of guests lately, guys. I promise you I'm going to figure out how to get you guys scheduled properly. You guys, first off, I just have to apologize because everyone in the chat has been blowing up the inbox wanting to join these live streams, and so I apologize for the delayed response as well as having you wait a couple extra minutes, Juris. So
No, it's all good.
cool, man. How do you pronounce your name, by the way? I don't know if I'm saying it correctly.
In English, it's Juras.
Juras,
My
okay.
language is Juras, yeah.
Juris, okay.
Juras is good.
Yeah, would you prefer I call you Juris, like in your language?
Sure, yeah.
Awesome,
You
man.
pronounce it.
Awesome. And first off, chat, if we can just give like a round of applause too for Juris, because you told me earlier that it's like what, 2 o'clock your time, 2 a.m.
In the morning.
Dude, what a legend, man. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for staying up. I'll try to be very respectful of your time and not have you,
No,
miss
it's
sleep
all
here.
good. Yeah, I go to bed quite late recently, so it's not an issue.
Awesome. All right, Juris, walk me through it, man. How can I help you? Again, chat, not an expert here, but I can help share what's working with my page and hopefully help yours here.
So my problem is I feel like I'm posting a lot. I have a big reach. I think the account reach is like 2.4 million. Now it's a bit down, but still. And I feel like it's not converting too much to followers, maybe.
Okay.
And yeah, I feel like I have an ideal audience, and I have like a brand. I introduce myself, but still, it could be better probably.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, probably just converting more followers and getting more leads that way.
All right. Let me just write this down real quick. So, biggest problem is converting leads. I'm writing a Google Doc for you, by the way, so remind me to send this to you. All right. Biggest problem is converting leads. You said that you think you have like an ideal following, right?
Yeah, like I feel like I have my ideal client or follower like
Okay.
nailed down, I feel like, but
Beautiful.
people scroll through it, or I don't know, the account, like the dashboard when you open the app, like
Yes.
the reach,
Mhm.
it's quite big, and I feel like there should be maybe more followers from those viewers, maybe. But
Mhm.
I could be wrong.
No. That's a good signal. So low follows compared to views. Okay. Who is your ideal client?
So it's usually women who, at some point in their life, struggle with an eating disorder and they wanna grow their glutes. If I like being real specific, but
That's funny. Okay.
just more general, or just women.
So women who have like previously struggled with an eating disorder, basically. Okay.
And also want big glutes.
Okay. Got it. Okay. All right. Understood. So let me write that down. ICPs, women who struggle with. Cool. All right. And walk me through. You mentioned one thing. You said compared to the views you're getting low follows. How do you currently edit your videos here?
I use CapCut, and
Okay.
then I put it in the Edits app to put the captions on because they support Lithuanian language, and I post through the Edits app.
So let's do this. I can pull this up with Eden here, but let me know too in the Edits app, unless you have it pinned. Do you know what your most viewed videos are?
I could check it out real quick.
Yeah, let's do that.
My idea.
Let's do that because I have some ideas too, but no, I don't want to pull up mine. I want to pull up Juris's. There we go.
Most viewed in the last 365 days. Yeah, it was me explaining. I think I have it. Yeah, it's pinned, one of these, like the middle with the, but it's not the most viewed. It's the fourth viewed in the last 100 days. But these brought me in the most followers, I guess. With the like explaining an exercise that's quite specific.
Is it this one here?
Yeah,
This-
right in the middle, the pin post, and then the second one, right.
This one
Yeah,
here?
and with the same girl on the right. No, but one down. Yeah, this one also is, and then right, yeah, this one with the same girl.
These brought you the most views or most follows?
Most view is in the last year, and also the most followers. And there's one more viewed video, but it didn't bring the most followers.
Okay, so
That's the number one. It has just a lot of views.
so how many? I see this one too. This one got a lot of views too. Did this one bring you any followers here?
Which one are you pointing at?
This one here. I don't know if you. Oh, sorry, I'm not sharing my screen. Oops. Hold on. Did this one bring you any followers?
Yeah, this is the most viewed. It
Okay.
definitely bring a lot of followers in, but
What is
it's not the number one. It just got a lot of views.
what is this video about here?
It's just controversial maybe a bit because I critiqued a big supermarket in my country that was like the chicken.
Okay.
The chicken has too much water when you boil it. I mean not boil but cook it, and there's like a lot too much water. It felt like in the pan
Okay.
when I cooked.
So
So
you.
like people in the comments, they're injecting chicken with water to make it heavier.
Oh, that's
and-
funny. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it just got a lot of attention, and even the supermarket commented and got involved, and a news article about it.
Really? Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So you made a video about supermarkets. Got it.
And posted is the supermarket.
Got it. Okay.
And comment.
How many followers did this video gain you?
Only 77.
Makes sense. Okay. And this video got 300,000 views. Makes sense. Okay. All right. Now, the next. Oh, what just happened here? Let me refresh. So first off, okay, that makes sense. Your most followed or your most viewed video only brought 77 followers. There's nothing really. If it's just you critiquing the supermarket, this is a video that gains a lot of comments and shares, but there's nothing really about you or any reason to follow. You know, so
Yeah.
like, so it makes sense. And again, I'm not critiquing your video. I'm just saying like this is what I've learned from my, like I had, like a video that I posted last week was about streaming, and it got I think it's at like 250,000 views. It brought me maybe like 500 followers because it was just me basically talking about a trending topic. I didn't really infuse too much about my own thoughts or skills or uniqueness. So totally expected. Let's see here. Next one is this one. This was 11/9. Okay, 2025.
Yeah, I just copied like a very famous format of A Day in a Life.
Okay.
And then I woken up in the same bed as my friend, so people thought that we were gay, and it's unusual in my country. Very bold content, and it
Okay.
got like 500,000 views.
Got it. Okay. Got it. Okay. Makes sense. And your most followed videos are these three, right? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, but like with my clients.
Makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
Just having conversations, showing my personality, explaining the
Good.
exercise.
Good. Okay. Okay. Most followed videos are with clients. So this is very similar to what I was just talking to Jeremy about. From what I'm looking at here, the biggest problem you're saying is that converting leads, right? Walk me through. So these turn into follows. How do you get leads currently?
Usually I try to post at least 2 stories a week,
Okay.
promoting my online coaching stuff, and then I write like I wait 24 hours, then I write like a big text, and then reply with the story with the word so and so, and then they reply, and then I take them through a DM automation, like explaining how the online coaching works, and if you want to book a call, you press a button, and that's how we book a call.
Beautiful.
So the leads is not the worst part. I was like more concerned about, from all the views I'm getting, that not too many people convert to followers from the views, but maybe
Sure.
I shouldn't be concerned about the followers. Maybe that's not the goal.
So, okay, a couple things. I think I can answer both with moderate degree of, well, pretty high degree of confidence, because I've done these tests on my page quite a few times. This is very similar to what I was talking to Jeremy about the different stages of content. So you have, maybe I should write this down. Are you familiar with like top of funnel content, middle of funnel content, bottom of funnel?
Yeah.
All right. So what a lot of, I won't speak too in depth about this then. I imagine you're probably familiar to a great degree of this. What a lot of coaches typically will do, that I've seen across the board, is that they will oh, you can see this. Okay, cool. They will have a split on their page, which I do the same, except I don't I don't take in clients at the moment, so mine is mostly just, I'll explain how I do it, but everyone who is a coach online basically has some sort of split between top of funnel, middle funnel, bottom of funnel. Top of funnel content are the ones designed to get views and profile visits, right, to your page. Those could also turn into maybe followers, but this is basically just to like attract new people, or basically just reach new people. Middle of funnel is to gain more trust. So I'll actually just say, let's just say follows for this one too. This is just like reaching new people. This is to gain more trust with new audience. And then bottom of funnel is to convert followers that trust you, right? Again, I don't think I'm speaking any like foreign language here. I think you're probably very familiar with this. And so, sorry, I'm just going to bold this because it's kind of distracting me a little bit. But, okay. So the reason why I bring this up, these stages, is because these, however you decide to think of it, but these different types of content will determine or help us determine how we should proceed towards our goals. For example, like if, just like I was saying to Jeremy, if we want more views or, whatever, more reach, then we should make more top of funnel content. If we want to build more trust, with our audience, we should make more middle of funnel. If we want more followers, we should make more bottom of funnel. What this looks like tactically is your top of funnel content. It makes sense why your most viewed video isn't gaining you a lot of followers, because this video here is about just critiquing supermarkets. But what if you did a video that was, instead of critiquing supermarkets, something more closely related to your niche about fitness or nutrition? Like, let's just see any other fitness coach. So hold on, let's just go here. I'm just going to pull up the first guy that we see, and let's see what we can find here. Hold on. 10,000, getting jacked. This guy's just reacting to stuff. Does he not have any? Okay, whatever. Hold on. Let me find another example. That was a bad example. Fitness coach. I'm just going to search for it so I can find the videos that I'm thinking of. Alright.
The one on
yes.
the right.
So like this. This is an example here of,
this guy is really popular.
yeah, this guy here.
Yeah.
This is an example here of a video that's designed to just like attract new people, right? It's a B-roll reel. I mean, you're not gonna get a lot of followers. Well, you might, but you're always, typically, from what I've seen, I gain the most amount of followers when I'm not, or when I'm talking to the camera and not just doing B-roll. But these are videos that are designed to just get basically people to check out your page. Very quick, very easy, very simple. Same with, let's do, I mean, you see this a lot. I don't know if I'd recommend this. I feel like these are kind of overdone, but I used to see these all the time from fitness coaches. I'd probably stray away from doing this. This, to me, just like, I skip past all these videos now just because so many people do them. But you see a ton of coaches that will make these videos just to attract people to their page. And this is not them like, they're not critiquing the supermarket. It's not controversial in that aspect. It's just simple videos about more popular topics. For example, like this here. This guy, again, another bad, good, excellent. I don't know, again, if I would try this format, but you see a ton of people do this. They'll basically make like simple videos about nutrition or food in order to get people to view the video, to follow them. And then when I go to this guy's page, like I can imagine this guy's probably doing this already. Let's say I watch this video, right? Of nutrition. It's very simple.
Process.
Yeah. Scrambled eggs are good. This is excellent. This is bad. It's good. It's like very simple to understand. It appeals to a wide audience. If I click follow from this, it's because I want to learn more about nutrition. And so if I go to this guy's page, he has a mixture of different types of content. So this is him talking about himself, which doesn't get a lot of views, but it's going to really build trust with the new people that have come in that want to know more about him. And then he has videos like, let's see when his last one was that popped off. He has videos like these that are designed to get more views, to get people to come to his page. Then he has videos like, oh no, he's reacting. I would imagine he has like a transformation video in here. Hold on. He has videos like this. Transformation videos to show proof that he knows what he's doing. Or like, let's see if he has any others. Maybe like this one. I don't know if this one is it. But he has different types of content for different objectives here. And so,
I think I see my problem now.
hold on, let me see here.
Because I rarely put like super simple, like that appeals to a big audience. It's more niche and maybe middle. And
That's better, probably a better way to describe it. I feel like I'm doing a terrible job at describing this, but this is what a lot of, especially like business owners on social media will do, is that they'll have content that's like super simple that appeals to their niche very vaguely to attract a lot of people that will follow, and then from there it'll be a little bit more narrowed, right? And then the last will be basically a transformation. Like someone who does this really well is, I'm sure you're probably familiar, is Brian Mark, right? This guy does this all the time. He has, for example, like this video right here, or this video here. Now, hold on. Let me find a better one. This video here, for example, super simple. Now, granted, it's not about fitness, but it's the same idea. Super simple to understand. It's like 10 seconds or so. It attracts a lot of eyeballs. And then his next post, boom, he's talking about an achievement that he made for his client. This is like a bottom of funnel. This gets him a lot of business, even though it has 16,000 or 11,000 views. Same thing here. Then he shows proof he made $1 million. This has 16,000 views, and then he goes right back to some videos that are more like broad to appeal to a large audience. So there's like a constant dance between a lot of creators, between making more broad content about their niche and then content that's more specific in terms of what they did for their clients. So what that means tactically for you is that if you're having a problem with the videos that are getting more views but low follows, it's probably due to the type of content you're making, right? So high views, low follows. For example, some of my most popular videos on my page, or a couple of them rather, have very low views because I am not showing anything that's unique to me or would basically incentivize someone to follow. If I'm, for example, critiquing the supermarkets, not saying that's a bad thing you did that, but if I'm critiquing supermarkets and if someone did follow me from that, which sounds like 77 people did, then they might be expecting you to talk more about supermarkets or nutrition or whatever the case is. But I can understand why a lot of people are not following from that, because there's nothing there for them to really follow you for. It's just basically a critique. They can comment and then keep going, right? And so you'll see, again, I'll find another example here just to make it easier. You see this a lot. If I just type in fitness as a whole, you see this all the time with like very simple videos. For example, like this right here, which is just literally a copy of what I just showed you earlier. Like this, very simple B-roll reel.
Yeah.
Not saying that you need to do B-roll reels, by the way, but I'm just saying like these guys all very simple video, eat every day. This gets a lot of views. It's very easy to understand. And then people that would follow this is because this guy's giving advice on nutrition. Let me follow it. When I go to his page, his videos are probably not all going to be, so like here's a perfect example. This one gets a lot of views. It's very simple to understand, right? And then this one's pretty simple too. But then he goes from very simple, which gets a lot of views, and then let's see, I'm sure he has one that's a little bit more narrow. Yeah, like these videos are a little bit more. Oh no, that one's simple too. Where is his more niche? Let's see. This or this or this right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like this is more niche for people who come in because of his nutrition stuff, and now he's sharing a recipe that he does. So it's more about him, more about his recipes. He's building trust that like, hey, he knows how to make some good recipes. He knows stuff about nutrition. Then he has a lot of videos here that are designed to get views and reach and blah, 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 blah. This guy's a lot of videos that are designed to get reach, really. But usually you see more of like a balance split, but it depends on really what the person's goal is. This guy might be in like hyper growth mode, so he might be trying to just do a ton of simple videos to get a lot of reach.
It looks like it.
But then, for example, this right here, you just want to sort at your bodybuilding show, so you had to take the opportunity to cut the cookies with it. This video, by design, is not going to get a lot of reach, but it does establish him as a credible figure in the bodybuilding world. So, like or like this right here, this is him showing more credibility of him. Yeah. So, anyways, all I'm saying is if you're getting high views, low follows, it's probably the type of content that is blowing up. And if you want it to be more, if you want to get those videos to get more follows, try to change the content to some of these simpler videos in your niche. That would be the experiment I would give you. So hold on. Experiment. Make simple top of funnel
Yeah, I do.
videos
No, I don't make them that often.
in your niche.
Actually.
I would try. Don't fall into the trap though, because like I see that a lot of people, for example, if you just type in fitness, there's so many people that make these videos. Like I think they're gonna get overdone at some point.
Yeah.
But
Just scroll past them.
yeah, I mean, I would take a look at some of the ones that are just like super simple to make, really, and try to make more of those. But again, they should be aligned with who you're trying to go after. If you're trying to go after women, for example, you might have to change some of the language in your video, right? Of course. Then, for example, like you probably, like you wouldn't make this video, 10 signs you're wasting time lifting as a former athlete. I mean, maybe you would, maybe you wouldn't, I don't know, but you might make something a little bit different. So I would recommend just trying to scroll through here and get some ideas. You don't want to, like, by any means, you don't want to copy these videos word for word, but you want to take what are some things that people are doing, like the topics here. For example, like this right here, if you eat 3 eggs, let's see, what is this video about? Plus 1 cup of egg whites, you'd have 48 grams of protein. Yeah, so like you could see this and say, okay, this is a video about gaining more protein for breakfast. Like maybe I can make a video like that. This one, I don't know, would be one for reach though. This one seems to be a little bit more in depth of a video. So if you wanted another one, yeah, maybe something like this. But this is not something that, again, is going to be designed for reach. This one's a little bit more of an in-depth breakdown. where he's explaining calories in, calories out, right? So this is, people that watch this video are going to follow him like crazy because he's giving a lot of information, a lot of valuable stuff. But,
yeah, but those videos are hard to make.
I mean, I'm not saying you have to edit like that, but I'm just saying that, like, your videos that are getting a lot of views and no followers, it's just because of the type of content you're making. Like the critiques on supermarkets, I don't think that aligns with the plan of being a online fitness coach, in my opinion, for you.
That was very unexpected. That video just blew off.
That's how it is, man. That's how it is.
Yeah.
So my experiment for you would be, like, make simple videos that are more closely related to your niche, right? And those some of them will be designed to get reach, which you can look at this tab for inspiration. If you need further help with this, let me know, and I'll share some other ideas in the DMs with, like, tools that I use. Then you have, so this is, hold on, experiment. This is to get more views and follows. And then your experiment to get more leads and sales is to do this. If we go to your page, this is your client, right? And you're explaining a transformation. This is what is considered a bottom of funnel piece of content. You're showing yourself working with the client. You're basically demonstrating your expertise, that you know what you're doing, so people can see, like, okay, this guy, he's live in person with his clients, actually working. I trust this dude. I want to pay for him. What I would do with some of these videos is, if you're trying to get more leads, you might want to increase the amount of times you make these types of videos to maybe like once a week, maybe. I don't know what your cadence is currently.
Every time I post these, I get a ton of leads.
What's that?
Every time I post these, I get a ton of leads.
Exactly. So you might want to increase your cadence to like once a week, depending on how frequently are you posting these types of videos.
Yeah, now it's much rarer. Need to find clients that are not showing in front of the camera, you know? Yeah,
of course. Well, I see, like, these are in May. These are in February. You could, the thing is, like, it doesn't need to be a different client. Like, you don't need one client for one video. You could have multiple different clips with one client and just continue to post the same, like, video of you with a client over and over and over, just with different angles or different captions or whatever. But if you're trying to get more leads, you could experiment by posting one of these a week. So post one video with a client a week. And then I would recommend, this would be my suggestion for an experiment, is with these videos, have them comment a keyword for a lead magnet. Like, do you have any lead magnets that you have? Like, do you have like a free guide or something like that you can offer people?
Oh, like a freebie?
Yeah, do you have a freebie?
I used to have some, with the keywords. Recently, I haven't done any freebies.
Let me explain here. I'll just show you on my page. Maybe this might make a little bit more sense. Sorry if my explanation earlier was a little bit off, as I was trying to find examples live. But
that's all right.
So this is what I was explaining to Jeremy. So these videos here, these three, right? They don't look like, if you look at the view counts, very low views. These are designed to just build trust. I want people to watch these videos, understand my beliefs, and I want them to, like, once they come to my page, these are the videos where they say, okay, this guy is different. This guy thinks different. This guy does things different. I want to watch more of his stuff, right? This video here, right here about streaming, this one was just to get more views, to get more eyeballs on the page. Same with this one. But the difference with these two, this one was purely just to get more eyeballs, and I also was talking about a topic that I knew would bring in like a lot of conversation, which this video, by the way, did not get a lot of followers, because again, it's just me talking about a topic. I didn't really talk about anything specific to me, and I didn't give any reason to follow. But this video right here, I had comment topic for my topic research, right? I have all these people that are commenting topic, and I give them a freebie. Now, I don't have, with my page, like I don't have anything that I'm selling people, but these videos where I'm saying to comment a keyword, these are 179 leads, or like this video here, 110 leads, right? Or, I mean, I have videos that have like 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 comments of people commenting a keyword. Like those are all leads that could just be hit up with a, ManyChat automation. So with your videos, whenever you're making videos, and by the way, I do these videos once a week right now. So this is what I'm currently doing. I did it 4 days ago. I'm going to post another video where I'm asking people to comment here probably either tomorrow or Saturday. So that's why I'm giving you this experiment to try to post one of these videos once a week and have people comment a keyword. Because the goal with this video, again, is for people to see you work with clients in person. If someone's going to watch this and you might have something valuable here that you can explain or show, and then you say comment freebie for my blah, 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 so that when someone watches this, they say, this guy knows what he's doing. He's giving me, some sort of value here with his client, and now he's offering something for free. Let me comment. That's going to get you a ton of leads, and then your DM automation thingamajiggy will help you filter out people to a calendar where you can get them onto calls or whatever, however you want to do it. So the best thing, again, I mean, the experiment here is posting this once a week for leads. So that's, use a comment CTA, give away a freebie. This gets you leads, and then this one gets you views and follows. Does that make sense? I know I might be all over the place here.
No, it makes a lot of sense, yeah.
Okay, now let's go to your page real quick, because I noticed that your last video. Okay, no, never mind.
I copied you.
Your last video is 5 hours ago. Okay, that's fine.
But I saw the green screen with a lot of things in the background, and I thought, what a good format.
Yeah, keep doing that. No, those are great formats. I would
like a contrarian take that I try to do on my channel, because every fitness channel is like selling supplements, and I'm saying that you don't need supplements to actually have good results.
That's good. Keep doing that. Keep doing this type of video. This is going to bring you followers, because if I saw this and someone said you don't need supplements, I'm immediately trusting this person. I'm going to hit follow. So keep doing these types of videos, right? These will help you get follows. But the biggest issue that I'm seeing here is that this video is from 5 hours ago, and then the last video starts at February 19th.
No.
Oh, I know. Sorry, hold on.
I rearranged them on the grid because you can move the most popular posts.
Got it. Okay.
I post once a day at least.
Once a day. Okay, fantastic.
I experiment a lot in the trial reels as well.
Cool. How many? Let's see when this was posted. 5 hours ago?
I did this one, and I did this today as a follow-up, because I did one like this. The topic was the reason I don't advertise supplements. It was one of the most the best video that gave me the most followers, even though it wasn't big view count, 36,000, but it was I think one of the most followers I got from one reel. Because you're giving someone. It was the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th one this year.
Is it on your page here, or do I have to scroll down?
A bit down. A little bit more. Yeah, I post a lot. Yeah, that one by the tree. Yeah, this one.
This one gained you the most followers?
For the amount of views you got, yeah.
And what is the premise of this video?
Why the caption says why I don't advertise supplements.
Perfect. So this is a perfect example. These are the videos. If I were you, I would go to edits, my edits app, and I would see what videos have got me the most followers, and then keep making more of those videos. Those are designed to get you follows, and then look at the videos that have got you the most leads. Those are typically going to be, the ones. That's why I'm recommending you do a comment keyword, because if you do comment freebie for my freebie, then you can sort by the videos that got you the most comments, and that will be the videos that typically will get you the most leads. So you could always sort that on edits and just make more of those. This totally makes sense why you got the most followers, because you're giving people a reason to follow. You're building trust. You're basically going against the grain, and a lot of people agree with you, I imagine. So, so I would make more of these to get people to follow, right? So hold on. I'll break
Also, yeah, the clients, that's what I did like today. I saw the most followed videos and tried to recreate them.
All right, so let's do this as your experiment here. Experiment to get more views. Make simple videos like these, and I'll give you some examples here, right? And let's just say this is just to get more views. Okay, we're just gonna assign like one metric for each one. To get more follows, make videos like these that give someone a reason to follow you. Okay, and then to get more leads, do this. Those would be the 3 experiments here. And so now I'll find some videos for you to get more views. But this is the reason why I break it up into the middle of funnel, bottom of funnel, whatever, the stuff that people talk about, is because let's say, for example, you care about views or whatever, like you want more people to find you, then that means you need to make more of these simple videos. If you want more people to follow you, then you need to make more videos like these that give someone a reason to follow you. If you want people to reach out to you, then you need to make more videos like these that show you working with a client.
Yeah.
But there's always a balance. Like you never want to, like you'll never see a big page that just posts all bottom of funnel videos like them with clients, because those typically get the least amount of views. So you always, typically what a lot of people will do is either they'll do like a 40-40-20 split, which means 40% of their videos are meant to get people to find them, 40% of their videos are to get people to trust them, and then 20% of their videos are to basically sell their audience. You do something like that. Depends on what stage you're in. If you're like trying to really grow views or followers, you could even do something even wilder, like 60-20-20 or something. It's up to you. You can decide how to split that. What that translates to, if you're doing once a day or 7 days a week, that would be 40% of 7 is what? 3? 40% of 7. Oops. I believe it's 3. 2.8. So that would be 3 posts for views, 3 posts for follows, 1 post for leads. That's pretty much it. You could do something like that if you wanted to. But the ones for views, again, you want to stray away from the ones that are just like controversial debates, because people, typically from my experience, people just interact with those videos for the debate itself, but not you.
Yeah.
And so the ones that get views typically and also will bring you, people to follow and whatnot, are these simple videos about your niche. So like, I don't know, B-roll reels like these, the nutrition reels like these. And you can make it you don't have to do like this again, this format I think is like super overdone. You don't have to do this super like cookie cutter style. You can make it unique because you speak specifically to women with eating disorders. Like if I were to just type that in, hopefully Instagram doesn't, yeah, I figured they would. Okay. Eating issues, maybe there's some simple videos about, overeating or not eating enough, maybe. So you could look at some videos like these and just see, study these. Don't, again, copy the videos. But you could look at something like this. Side effects of eating disorders we don't always talk about, right? And you could even make the same video about side effects of eating disorders, but then completely change everything else. You know? Like, don't copy her caption, don't copy anything that she says here, you know, so on and so forth. Or something like this, how I beat my eating disorder, you know. So, yeah. Just some things to think about here.
Nice. Amazing. Very tactical. To the point. Thank you.
Does that help? I know I was kind of a little bit all over the place here, Juris.
No, it helps a lot. Like, I couldn't see it from myself, but like someone saw it from me from a different perspective.
This is the like super tactical split if you wanted. Again, 3 posts for views if you wanted more views or more reach. Those would be simple videos about fitness, nutrition, eating, and just find simple videos here that you can maybe take some inspiration from. Like, for example, this right here, instead of 7 of the stupidest things people do before the gym, you could say 7 of the blank things that people do when eating, or whatever, you know, frame it however you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
And then instead of some dude lifting weights like this, if you're trying to attract women, then you might want to be careful on the image that you show. Like, if you're lifting weights, this is naturally going to attract more men, you know? But if you're trying to attract more women, you might want to have a video of you and a woman, or just a woman, something like that, you know? Yeah. So, that's all I got for you, sir.
Amazing. Well, thank you.
Hope that was
Very
helpful.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, let me know. Keep me updated on how things go. If you still find yourself in this rut where you're like, dude, I'm not getting enough followers or leads, send me another message. I'll bring you back on the show and we'll get a little bit more in depth on your page. And I'll give you some, like, I'll look at some of the videos and say, here's, you know, here would be the next video that I would make, basically.
Okay. Well, thank you a lot.
Oh,
I love your channel and everything you do, and best of luck to you, man.
thank you. One last thing. This is exactly right here. This is exactly what I'm talking about. DM me info and I'll tell you about online coaching. I would probably change this instead of I'll tell you about online coaching to something more intriguing, like I'll give you this freebie, and then you tell them about online coaching in the DMs. But this is a bottom of funnel piece. I think this is the one where you show a transformation, right?
Yeah, and it brought in a lot of leads, actually.
Perfect. Do this once a week, and then change, instead of I'll tell you about online coaching, to something that's like more intriguing. That's going to keep bringing you leads. All right. Now I'll stop talking.
Well, thank you again.
Awesome, man. All right, Juris. Best of luck to you, sir.
Best of luck to you, too.
All right.
Amazing.